Hi everyone, it's Michelle with Crafty Ruse, and I am back to let you guys know how I did with my Temu die cuts. So we are going to get started right away because there's quite a few here. Okay guys, I used scrap paper, so no judgment please on the colors that I used. I was just trying them out with scraps. Now these I did not break apart, and I will do that obviously because they're supposed to be separate dies, but I have to tell you that every single one of them cut out perfectly. I had no problem whatsoever, including the baby bunny. It worked really, really well. I got this animal die here, and it had the teddy bear, the bunny, the giraffe, and a bunch of butterflies. And guys, once again, like butter, I had no problems whatsoever cutting anything out. It did super, super well. This train, guys, I love the train. So I got the train die, and once again, it was a perfect, perfect cut. I had no issues with it. Okay, guys, I have to be honest. This die, I tried, I don't even know how many times, maybe 3 or 4. I could not get it to cut out, no matter how much pressure was added to it. I used different shims, and it would only cut parts of it out. A lot of the little lines, when you were trying to take them apart, you know, like pull it out and get rid of these, they wouldn't come out and it would tear. So I finally gave up. I am going to continue to try to figure out, because I really like this. And I'm going to continue to try to see if I can figure out a way to actually do it to where we don't have that same issue. But I used super paper thin paper. I used regular cardstock, and I used 110-pound cardstock, and same outcome with every single one of them. It just wouldn't cut. And I don't know if it's a defective die or if maybe it was just something I did. I'm not really sure, but this was a no so far for me. Okay, guys, and then I got the banner die. Perfect again. Look at that. Is that not the cutest? And it came out amazing. I brought this black paper here so it makes it a little easier for you guys to see. But even the tiniest little stars in here cut out, and the little dots, no problem whatsoever. So I was very, very happy with those. Here we've got, it looks like, oh, what do they call these? It's some sort of a blossom. I forget the name, but they came out also perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at these. They are so, so pretty. I love them. And then we have the music die. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm loving this one. Now, I do have to be honest with you. It took me 2 cuts to get this one. And I'm not sure what I did wrong the first time around, but I ended up being able to keep half of it because this half turned out, but the other half did not. So I kept this piece because it could be used for something else. But look at this. This is the die. My little piano, my chair, the music notes, no issues at all. Came out really, really nice. So this is going to be a fun die to play with as well. And then I had tags, and most of the nesting, or maybe all of the nesting dies, guys, I did not take apart. I know they come apart, but I did not do that. So this is the little tags, and I wanted to show you guys that even the stitching, and I hope that you can see this. And the reason you'll see these little indentations is because I didn't take them apart, so I didn't break off the extra pieces of metal. But look at that. Even all the stitch marks showed up. So this, once again, cut with no problems. Here's the smallest ticket, or tag, I'm sorry. Perfect. So that's definitely a good die. And then this door, guys. Love the door. Here's the die. And it came out wonderfully. The little door handle is inside, guys. I didn't take it out. And the keyhole punched out perfect. And then all of the little windows did as well. There were no issues in cutting out the windows, even with the tiny small pieces. So far, guys, I've got to tell you, I am impressed with all of these dies. There was only a couple that I had issue with, and I'm letting you know which ones those are. Another nesting die, of course, it has to be taken apart. But once again, guys, stitches and everything came out perfect. It's just beautiful. You can see all the stitching lines. I hope you see that there. And for the prices, guys, that we're paying for these from Temu, it's so worth it. So worth it. This, I think, is one of the cutest angels. Look at this. It came out perfect, too. I had no issues cutting her. Gorgeous. And then, guys, for my mama, I did the mice. And look at this little guy. Absolutely adorable. And that was this die right here. And then I got the little love jar. And this came out just as perfect. You can see the little word love here and the little heart. If I could get it to not glare. There we go. And it cut perfectly on here as well. I'm super excited about that. All of the lines came out, the indentations and the little tiny cuts. It was perfect. Here I had the leaves and ferns, and they are right here. Perfect cuts, guys. Absolutely perfect. All of the little holes, everything. There were no issues at all. Oops, sorry. I hope you guys can see the little holes there. I was really pleased with all of these guys right here so far. Then I had the flower pot and the little flowers. And I kept a lot of the little pieces inside of here. I didn't take them out. Sorry about the glare, guys. It's the lighting above me. But, yeah, these came out. Look at this. No problem at all with the flower pot. And all of the little flowers and the leaves and the bow. Did you guys hear Rue? He's playing with his sister. And by sister, I mean my daughter, but we call him our baby boy. So he's her little brother, she calls him. And he loves it. Another nesting die, guys. But still, once again, perfect cuts. And the stitching came out perfect all the way around. No issues in cutting those out. Okay, guys, then I got to this one and I thought, oh boy, I'm going to have problems. And you'll notice I kept these because I have decided to keep these to use on something. I think they're really cool. But guys, no issues with this one at all. And I was so happy about that because I thought for sure, oh, I forgot to punch a couple of these out. I thought for sure that I was going to have trouble with the insides of these. And as you can see, these three just fell right out. Not a problem at all. This was a really good die. Everything came out great in it. And then, guys, I have this wreath with the flowers. And look at how beautifully that cut. Just super pretty. And that was this one here. And it was beautiful. Super pretty. And then we have another mouse. Because like I said, Mama loved the mice. So this one, it even cut, didn't get all that off, okay. It even cut the tiny strings that are holding the ornaments to the mouse. They're super fine lines, but no problem getting it out of the die itself, and no problem cutting it out. So I was really impressed with that. And then I have the gnomes. And hopefully you'll be able to see everything on the gnomes punched in good and cut out well. Hopefully you can see that. See their little faces and stuff. It all went well. Probably didn't pick a very good color to cut that out of. Okay, guys. Now this one I wanted so desperately to be perfect. This is the gates. And it would come apart, but I didn't take it apart. But I don't care what I did. I could not get this section here to cut out. And over here, it was really tough. I still have a piece that's in there. and it wouldn't cut all the way down, so I was having to take scissors and get in there and cut it. But if you see that right there, see how it is filled in? It just did not want to cut out all of these pieces. Now, I did try new cutting dies too, thinking that maybe it was my cutting dies that they just weren't, I mean, not dies, plates, my cutting plates, that maybe they weren't good enough. But brand new ones didn't do it either. So I have my Gemini put away. I'm not sure where it is, but I'm going to try to find it or my Tim Holtz suitcase and try it and see if maybe one of those can actually punch it out. So the ones that I'm telling you guys that are not working out so well for me, I will definitely show you in another video if I can get them to cut out right. Slimline, I kept the squares because they also have the sewing around them, and look at the frame of it. Perfect stitching, amazing, no problems. And then this really fun one was the tag that has the little like stained glass window. Came out perfect. The only thing that I found a little odd was the fact that it opens this way when I'm used to opening things this way, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyways, even the little tiny heart, guys, no problems. Perfect. This one I actually was super, super excited about. All of these came out so, so cute. And they're super thin and very delicate. But they came out perfect. Sorry, that was this one. And look at those. They came out amazing. And then I had this beautiful wreath floral. I did this in a metallic blue. And look at that. You guys, it's so pretty. Oh, sorry, guys. My allergies, I don't even know what to say. My allergies are so out of control for this last couple of months that it's really been hard. And nothing that they're giving me is working at all. And then, guys, look at this rose. The only oh, so sorry. The only problem that I can say that I had with it is it didn't put the indentations of the flowers, the leaves in there, but everything else about that is perfect. And I mean, I would add leaves onto that if I wanted to, or just trace the design onto here. So this one cut out beautifully too. And then I had this nesting die, which I did not take apart like the rest of them. But guys, no issues. Look at this. I mean, they just cut so perfectly. So I'm pleased with these. And there's the smallest one. And then I had the little shaker foot. I did not put it together. But once again, pieces are perfect. And I mean, it's going to make an adorable shaker. And I'll show you guys when I make a couple of those because I'm going to be. Flower nesting die, not broken apart, but no issues with cutting them out either. So I was happy with that. And then we have the little hillside of bunnies. This is an edge die. So you would cut it out of the edge of a card, you know, you would leave it like that so that it would actually be part of your card. But look at how cute that is. It came out with no issues. Little hillside of bunnies. Then we have the happy birthday. Happy birthday. And this one, once again, perfectly cut out. No problems. And guys, most of these dies are like $1. I might have paid more than $2 for a couple, but I don't believe so. They're just amazingly priced. Geraniums, guys, came out beautifully. The other pieces are in here because I didn't want to lose the little tiny pieces, but look at that. Everything is perfect about them. Look at that leaf. I'm really, really loving these. Definitely, so far, I am pleased enough to where I would purchase these again. This flower here, it has to be put together, but center and the flower itself, perfect. The little grate, like burlap type paper, perfect. All the little holes, everything. Okay, then we had These florals, the separate little flowers I have in here, but perfect again, guys. And then this one here was all kinds of tabs and paper clips. And like here we have the paper clip. Came out wonderfully. The tabs, the edges, you know, for your perfect. No issues at all, guys. No issues at all. Little teeny tiny envelopes. Once again, there were no issues. It cut perfectly. And look at that. Isn't that adorable? So there were two there. And then we have the nesting die wreaths. And these, again, everything cut perfectly. Then I used this edging die. Again, it goes on the edge of your paper to, I'm sorry, like that, when you die cut it, so that this becomes the edge of your card. And I did it out of a glitter paper, and I had no problems cutting this either, even out of the glitter paper. So that was great. Then I had the little tiny leaves. They're really, really super small. I did not take these out, guys, but every leaf cut out with all of their little indentations and marks. I'm very, very pleased with the little tiny leaves. I had the little bottle, and again, no issues cutting it out. Everything was like melted butter. I have bows. All of the bows cut perfectly and put all the little stitching around the bow like it was supposed to. I did trees, and I did the trees out of a super, super thin paper. But once again, guys, butter. It was so smooth of a cut. No issues to take it out. I was very pleased with that. And then I had these two that are corners. And everything on these came out perfectly. Here again, a set of nesting dies. And I didn't take them apart. But all of the edging, the stitching marks, perfect. And again, no problems cutting it. And then this is the pop-up card form, and I'm going to be using this for something. I just haven't done it yet. But once again, it cut, everything folds, everything worked. It was very easy to cut. Then I have flowers here. I didn't take them out because they're smaller, but every little teeny tiny petal. Let me show you that real quick so you can see, because this was a lot of fine petals. Sorry about the crinkling, but no issues in cutting every one of these little tiny flower petals out. They were perfect. Leaves all came with their indentations. So again, very pleased. Another nesting die, the circle, scallop circles, perfect. This little background here, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Everything punched out perfect, cut out perfect, no problems at all. Then I had the Little Mermaid, and I kept all of her in this bag, but every piece of the Little Mermaid cut out all the way down to the little tiny waves. There was no problem with it at all. It all punched out perfect, it cut out perfect. So I was very happy with that. The little bicycle, check this out, guys. I think the bicycle was like 98 cents. It's perfect. Every spoke came out right. Tires came out right. Handlebar, seat, no issues. Then we had this little door here with the little steps to go up it. And it came out with no problems too. the group of little tiny hearts. Perfect. All of the cuts are on there. And it was seamless. Just punched right out. Then I have You Are Loved. And that came out perfect. This is the, where's the other piece of this little guy? This is the, oh, here it is. The deckled edged tag and strip. It cut perfectly. And then the circle die that also has stitching around it. Absolutely perfect. I'm just really loving these dies. And then, guys, I bought the box die. That was this one. And look at that. It came out perfect. I think that is so super cute. So, yeah. Everything about the die. The stitch marks to where you could fold it. Everything is perfect. It just came out wonderfully. And then, guys, the bows that I did. I got this bow die. No issues at all. Even with all the little tiny holes, the bow cut out perfectly. The little bow with the crown, cut out perfectly. The bow with the little leaves, absolutely perfect. And then the unicorn bow. No issues at all. Just my stuff got squished when it was in the container waiting for me to do the video. So, guys, I have to tell you, I was happy with every single die except for this one, which I said I'll try, and the other one. But other than that, everything came out great, and I'm extremely, extremely happy. So, guys, I hope that you are going to step into the rabbit hole and check out Temu. The prices are unbelievable. The pieces that you can pick up for $1, you can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing a giveaway. I'll probably be posting that tomorrow. But remember, for a good price, amazing things, check out Temu. All right, guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I appreciate every time you stop in and visit with me. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you stay. So, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It is finally here. Friday. All right, guys, have a good night. Love you.